Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showcasing this beauty here. Now this is Sinden computer controller. Now what is this exactly? Let's open it up and check it out because we are going to do a review. Now I have shown this to a bunch of you before if you've been on my streams, but this is the new light gun that is capable on PC. Now the cable is extremely long. It is USB powered. It is extremely accurate if you calibrate it correctly. And in this video, I'm going to not only review this, but I'm also going to show you how to calibrate, how it works with Steam games, how it works with, emulated MAME games and stuff like that. So I'm hoping you'll enjoy this video. I've been using this for a while. My kids have been using this for a while. This is an awesome piece of tech. You've got this recoil here, which is your reload. You've also got a D-pad over here. You've got two buttons here and another two buttons here to control stuff. You've got your trigger. Now this is the non-recoil version of the gun. You do have the recoil version as well. The version that they sent me to review is the non-recoil version, but the recoil version, every time you kind of pull the trigger, this whole thing at the top kind of shifts back and comes forward in a loud bang. It's quite satisfying, but it can also scare the living crap out of you if you're not prepared for the noise. But this is really, really cool. First thing we're going to do is show you the calibration software, and then I'm going to show you some gameplay, and then give you my final thoughts on what I think about this hardware and whether it's worth your time, worth your money. I'm personally just going to openly say that I'm really enjoying it, but let's get on with the video and check it out.
Firstly, what you'll be doing is you will need to go over to the Sinden official website. From there, you will be able to download the application you will need to actually get the Sinden Lightgun working. Now, the newest version of the software that you can download, we have tested with it, and sadly, we couldn't get it to work. We're not really too sure what happened, but we were jimming around with it. We were Googling some stuff, but the newest version of the software just didn't work for us at all. So if you are also having the same problem and it's just not working for you, they also do have a link to download the older version of the software, which is what you are seeing on screen right here. This is what it will look like once it's downloaded and you have run the exe for Windows. Once you are on this page, you will need to click I agree to the licensing terms and conditions right there, as you can see below start. Then at that point, you're already most of the way there. Next, what you will need to go do is go to what you can see here called cursor offset. From here, this is where you will be setting up the inches from your TV or monitor, whichever one you're using, just so that the light gun is more accurate when you're actually using it and aiming it in. And you can see it with your cursor, because we will get to that later in the video and show you how that works. Now, I do recommend that you use a TV for this. I know a lot of you out there are on your monitors and you probably are going to end up maybe using it on your monitor, and you can do that. However, from us using it, I would much recommend you do it with a TV you have at home, or even if you have like one of those projectors. I do have a friend of mine who also has a Sinden light gun, and he used a projector that just went onto his wall and he used it like that instead. That also does work, but you can use a monitor with this as well. I just would recommend maybe going with a TV if you have one available. Next, what you'll need to do is you will need to measure the diagonal size length of your TV, monitor, whatever, and add it into this. This is where it will calculate the TV height in inches, and it will allow the camera on the actual light gun to better suit your screen or TV, so it's more accurate for you when you set up the border and everything later on. For us, our height was 43, the diagonal size for the TV, which is what we set, and as you can see here, it automatically gives you the TV height in inches. Once you have done that, next you will head over to configuration. Now, you've got the light gun plugged in. There will be a camera here that will show you what you can actually see with the camera. It's actually kind of cool and funny. And you'll also have another image here also showing the light gun. However, when you look at your screen, you will see blue on the screen. It will show you a bunch of blue, like blue lines, and your monitor will be blue or TV will be blue. It's basically just showing you that the the app is picking up your light gun. It can see the screen, so it can adjust itself to the monitor, TV, whichever one you're using. Now, I do highly recommend that you do get some distance away from the screen, whether it's a monitor, TV, doesn't matter. Make sure to have some distance away, as when you are closer, the cursor will start jittering out a lot and it won't be stable. So please make sure you're a good distance away when you are using the light gun. And also, if you are experiencing jittering, I have done some testing myself. Be a good distance away. The anti-jitter now for some people does actually make it more jittery, but I tested it with the anti-jitter, and if you put the anti-jitter on at 2%, that is actually the sweet spot to make it pretty much as stable as you're going to really get it. Make sure to put the anti-jitter on 2% and you're good to go. After you've got this set up, you can see it on the screen. You've showed the light gun to your monitor TV, I guess. Show it to your TV monitor. And then you can see that it all comes up. The balloon around your screen also comes up. Then you are good to go. After that point, you can hold left on the D-pad on the actual gun to make the cursor on your screen pop up right in the middle of your screen so that you can aim in with your light gun. You can look through the scope and you can actually calibrate it so wherever you're aiming while looking through the scope is exactly where the cursor should be. After that, that should be it. You should have the software fully set up and your light gun should work perfectly fine. When you do run your games and you do test it out and stuff, which we will show later, you will be needing to press Alt-B to bring up the border around your screen, which is what you will need to do that when you're playing any game that can use this light gun for it to actually work. But that is the software done. You should be all set up now. Now let's actually move on to testing out this thing.
Alright, so you've seen how to set this up. Now you want to see how it actually plays. So we've got a bunch of games that we're going to go through right now. We've got this demo that they recommend you to try out while you're calibrating. We've got House of the Dead, which I'm going to go through. That actually needs a mod because natively it doesn't support this. But the Sinden website, which you'll find the link in the description below, has all the links to the mods that you can need in order to get all of these games working. Of course, let's actually start this and show what it's like. And of course, my pleb gameplay. Alright, so this is the first game we're going to try called Dead Containment. This is a demo on Steam that they recommend you try out. This actually works natively, so it's all great. You see the white border in the background. This is the one we said you had to make sure it's on because that's what the camera is looking at. And obviously you can see that we've now calibrated this. So if we press the shoot button, it's working. Let's skip all this. Alright. No! Next we are going to try House of the Dead because I know that's a fan favorite, the remake. So in the spirit of editing magic, so this is House of the Dead remake, as you can see. Now this one doesn't natively support the gun. What you need, oh man, that is way low. What you need to do is download a mod, and I'm going to have a link in the description below to the Sinden Wiki, which has all of the mods for all the games that you could possibly want. So if a game is natively working, it will tell you that it's working. If it needs a mod, it actually tells you. And the mods are super easy to apply as well. You just place them into the root of the Steam directory, and off you go. But let's see how this one works. I saved you, man. Well, I didn't save him. No, you don't. The mod itself actually gives you like an arcade feel because you get like infinite credits. As you can see, I've got 30 credits there, so for those of you that are just playing because you want to make sure you complete the game, this is definitely an option. And like I said, once calibrated correctly, this is absolutely awesome. The weight of the gun is pretty good as well. So as you can see, really cool stuff, really well calibrated. This is what we have been missing in gaming for so long. Woo! So, as you can see, this is actually really cool stuff. Really cool, and you can actually have 2 of these and play multiplayer. That is how cool this is. Obviously, there's some setting up to do for the multiplayer with 2 guns. You can also get this in a recoil form, so every time you actually shoot, it recoils back. From what I've heard, the recoil is actually quite powerful. So definitely something you might want to consider. But these are really nice. And it's giving you that light gun experience that we haven't had in so many years. But once again, in the interest of editing. So this is something else that you can use. Obviously, you've got different emulators for this. I'm not going to tell you where to get it from. Google is your friend. But this actually works really well. You've got, tons of different, from MAME to All Games, PlayStation, Sega Naomi, Dreamcast, Sega Saturn. So we're going to now jump into one of these games and give it a try. Alright, as you can see, we're now running Virtua Cop 2. We're going to go to the beginner level, because why not? Oh man, this brings back so much memories! Look at those glorious graphics! This is really cool, guys. This is so cool! This is some really cool gear, guys. Absolutely recommended. Definitely give this a try. If you're into light gun games, I highly recommend this. Thank you to Sinden for sending me a copy of this to review, to try out, and to share with my community. I know a bunch of you are looking forward to light gun games and have been wanting them. This is exactly the type of thing you are looking for. This is awesome. Right, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Remain legend.